Hey, what's up? It's Todd Smith. I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to speak about the Waldorf Blofeld. Is it underrated? The Waldorf Blofeld is an amazing synthesizer. It can pump out amazing pads, leads, bass, atmospheric sounds, effects. It can really cover pretty much all the bases you want. Some of the technology is mixed together from the old Q in the Microwave XT into the Blofeld, and those were two powerhouse synths for the 1990s. Stepping back and looking at Waldorf themselves, they've always made great product, but have never been the front of the pack. There's always been a good chunk of synthesizers ahead of them in the field when it comes to sales, popularity, how much people are talking about them. I've been a Waldorf fan for a while, but I definitely noticed they just don't get talked about as much as, let's say, Roland or Korg. And in the 90s, I even feel companies like Nord and Access got more limelight, more headway than Waldorf did. I mean, Waldorf had some amazing products, and people who liked their stuff, but you heard Access more, you heard Nord more. And this led to some hard times for Waldorf. They even almost went out of business. Things were really questionable for the company for a while. Fast forward to the modern market, and today, Waldorf luckily survived that, but it's still obviously not the front of the pack by any means. You still have a lot of big names up ahead of them. In fact, the market is completely different today than it was in the 90s. There are so many names within the market now, it is like mind-numbing compared to what it was in the 90s with the amount of options you have today. It honestly baffles me that people still get upset that gear is built a certain way or does a certain thing or is missing certain properties, because we have so many options today. If you don't like one piece of gear, there's another piece of gear that does exactly what you want, and it's there and you can buy it and you should be 100% happy. We are just absolutely drenched in options at this point. Even the most loved and successful gear gets overlooked fast and replaced fast in this modern market because there's just so much stuff coming out, new toys, new bling, new flashy flash. There's always something new, fresh, hot to come out and talk about and take the, attention of the synthesizer community. And that's even more case when something isn't really loved or maybe has some flaws that the synthesizer community doesn't like, or it doesn't get taken well by the synthesizer community in general. Or maybe there's a chunk of the community that just doesn't like aspects of the synthesizer. And in this modern market that gets so many releases, those synthesizers become even a better deal within the used market, which I feel the Blofeld falls into right now. The Blofeld had some aspects that the synthesizer community or parts of the synthesizer community really didn't enjoy, mainly the menu diving, how the multi-mode is set up. And it does have some ARP issues I heard when chaining with other gear. That I have not really pushed, but I've heard that from other users. So you can find a used Blofeld, especially the desktop version, at an amazing price tag within the used market. And even without multi-mode, with just single mode, this thing makes unreal sounds for the price tag that you're gonna pay for it. To me, I really love the atmospheric side of the Blofeld that comes with the wavetables, I feel. In my opinion, is the menu dive in Blofeld is nothing. It is very, very simple. Multi-mode, yes, it is a little bit deeper, and that's a menu dive. But with a lot of main parameters up front and accessible by the knobs and buttons, really single mode doesn't feel like much of a menu dive to me. I'm able to apply the stuff I want up front really fast. When it comes down to it, if it's not knob per function, for some people, it's not good enough. But if you don't need particular knob per function and you're looking for a killer price tag for some killer sounds, look within the Blofeld in the used market, because you can find some great deals and you'll get some awesome sounds. Of course, nothing is for everybody. You can judge off the sounds that you hear within my video. I did add effects to the sounds that you hear within this video, just so everyone does know that. And there's plenty of other sound, demonstrations on the web. I just feel it's an overlooked synth. You can get some killer sound out of it for a killer price tag if that's something you're looking for, if you're kind of more of a budget artist or you're just looking for a great deal for some great sounds. And I just figured I'd touch on the reason why I feel it got there, how much I like Waldorf, and share some sounds with you in the same time. Hope this helps somebody. Thank you for checking out this video. It really means a lot. Without you taking the time to support this content, I wouldn't have motivation to pump out stuff pretty much every single day, push my dreams forward, and I can't thank you enough for that motivation, guys. As always, stay positive, stay creative, support each other, and peace.